Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Chat Manitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, or feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. I forgot to grab it. Somebody posted a video today, and they were talking as if America is going to become like a dictatorship. I'm sure some people are going to be asking me about that. I just posted my YouTube number, Joe, in case anyone wants to know. I'm sure some of you will see the video and will probably ask me about it. That's okay. But the person did said a couple of things that were good. But I don't feel we are watching the end of America. America is going through a tough time. And believe it or not, America is not viewed as negative as some people would like to think. And Trump and Elon and others in the Republican Party who are sitting by watching Elon and Trump destroying USAID. The other thing it's going to show, unfortunately, is the generosity of this country and some of the stuff that we used to do through USAID, among other charities that we have throughout the world. USAID is the one that's been basically put on pause for now. USAID is going to come back. Okay, that's my prediction. But anyone who thinks that America's influence and we're going to turn into a dictatorship, I doubt it. Because the only way Trump and Elon and Vance would achieve their goals is if this country wasn't so well armed, okay? Like in other countries, the civilian population is not well armed, they have knives and stuff like that, but few people have guns. They couldn't defend their positions and what they stand for. And this country, that's not going to happen. I tell you that. Okay. And the other thing is, in fact, you don't even have to take my word for it. Last night, I was watching a video from YouTube. I don't remember who published it, but Grassley held a town hall meeting somewhere, and I believe he's from Iowa. Okay. And to me, if I'm not it's a common question among a lot of those, from people who take part in a lot of those town hall meetings. They don't like the fact that Trump and his regime don't refuse to follow the law. Americans will not stand for this. And believe me, and that's one thing Trump and his enablers are terrified about. They are scared watching. If I don't know how many of you saw the number of people, I believe she was in Colorado, AOC and Bernie, close to 20,000 people or something like that attended an event they had somewhere there. It's a lot of people. It's not even the presidential election. Okay. But the common thread with a lot of those town hall meetings that Republicans are holding, law and order. And Elon is not elected, and Trump think he's a king. That's the other thing. We don't have a king. To me, well, first of all, after I watched that video from Grassley, they basically chewed Grassley up. I didn't finish watching the whole video because I didn't have time. I had to watch Mado, and then I had to, somebody called me. I had to talk to one of my brothers. But the thing is that the person who released that video, okay, if you watch it, no. I know if you, there is something, I'm sure some of you have heard that Trump is, the country is going to hell in the handbasket, right? Food is getting more expensive. Everything is, more expensive. He's not focusing on that. He's focusing on turning his office into a golden palace. And then he's planning on building a $100 million ballroom in the White House. And then he wants to pave the outside of the White House, wherever his wife, Melania, paved before. He's going to make it bigger, I think, to resemble what he has at Mar-a-Lago. So he can have his friends and sit outside and, party it up at the White House. To me, that means this is a guy that's not planning on leaving the White House anytime soon. And like I've said many times before, him and his kids, the first time they walk into that White House, how do we do a hostile takeover of this place? Because the perks are amazing. Yeah. So, but I have news for him. If he's watching the behavior of the Republican base, from Grassley to, people from North Carolina, Georgia. The other person I haven't seen anything about yet is MTG, her area. She probably is not doing a town hall. She's probably following the advice of her leadership. Don't do town halls. But whoever hold those things, they got an earful. And it's been quite embarrassing. And last night, when I was watching that video, I was impressed with the people. They knew what they were talking about. I'm talking about the Grassley video, among others. Okay? And they're not going to be reelected. Grassley, at his age, I don't think he cares. But if he runs again, he's done. Along a whole bunch of, there's a guy by the name of Flood. I believe he's in North Carolina. I think he better kiss his post goodbye too. Anyway, having said that, today's Saturday, so you're allowed to ask personal questions, political questions, pet questions, whatever you have. So post them, and please don't call unless I ask you to call. And do not call after the session is over, because I won't answer the phone. So having said that, let me scan to see if you guys have questions. Otherwise, Nicole May says, please let us know your prediction about the 2028 election, Democratic or Republican. You don't even have to ask me that question. If you look at the energy of this country, the problem is, okay, we're going to have to make sure. I don't think Trump is going to do it. I don't know how this is going to be done. And that's how we find ourselves in the position that we are in, the machines that they use for tabulating the ballots are going to have to be carefully inspected, calibrated, or whatever else they do. Because otherwise, Elon and company will do the same thing, but don't count on Trump and his regime to do the right thing, obviously. That's my only problem. But by that time, I don't think Trump is going to be around anyway, but I thought I would say that because I think Vance, the minute Vance will possibly leave with Trump, that's what I feel. That may change, but if it's Vance, we're still going to have to watch for the same thing, the same Republican trick, whatever it is, for them to keep power. Okay? And one of my top, but so I said this 6 or 7 years ago, Mary. Was that Mary who asked me? No, Nicole May. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was 2024, Democrats were going to sweep. And it's Democrats' fault. They didn't win the presidency because I sleep at the switch. I don't know. I mean, Biden was there. There were a lot of things that they could have done, but they didn't know. They didn't, they thought that they were running against the conventional election. And that's not what happened. Elon was behind the scenes playing games. And they got taken. But 2028, they're going to have to change the game. If they do, we're going to have this. I would be surprised if we don't get the Senate, but the House for sure, and the presidency. Okay? Since Trump is not going to be there, chances are things will be better by 2028. And one thing, the person I mentioned who posted that America is going to change to become into a dictatorship and the rest of the world is going to follow, I don't think so. That person made a prediction about May. That's one thing I agree with that person. The person is an astrologer. Okay. So, and I said from February forward, I said that a couple of times, nasty things can happen at any point. And the person mentioned it. I have my astrological stuff up and I was following because he didn't have the charts up. He was talking and I had my program and I was watching. But the thing is, in astrology, for any event, you can't go only by transit. I'm sure there are astrologers watching or people familiar with astrology. Okay. It takes at least 3 aspects. Okay. Showing the same thing for it to happen for sure. The person, it feels like to me, I may be wrong because I haven't had a chance to take a look at, other ways. If there are any other aspects, like between natal and progression, natal and solar arc. Okay, if there are any arcs showing, something major. Okay, when I say that, I'm talking about major changes happening in this country. And I don't think this person understands the energy, the buildup that's taking place, and how the government responds when they see what's happening. That's one thing that's freaking Trump out too. Okay, like if you don't think he noticed how many people in Colorado were out to see AOC and Bernie, you're mistaken. He knows. They're paying attention. So they know they are standing on quicksand. Okay. Let's see. And about the Social Security, I put on top. I'm sure some of you heard about closing some offices. They want to lay off some people, okay? And also threats of shutting it down. It didn't bother me. I wasn't worried. Otherwise, I would have mentioned it yesterday. But yeah, yesterday afternoon, I saw that, the schmuck, who is the head of Social Security right now, backed down yesterday afternoon. Whatever he said, he was going to shut down Social Security is no longer going to happen because the judge let him know he's afraid of going to prison. But those places they are closing down, they may not. My prediction is those offices they're closing down, they will be reopened. It may not be immediate, but they will be reopened. And the people they're laying off, watch the lawsuits. The same thing is going to happen. Trump is going to have to eat those decisions. That's my prediction. Social Security is not going to go anywhere. Okay. Betsy Warren, can you please be a little more specific? Patsy Johnson is saying, what happens to the Heritage Foundation? It needs to go. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, it's still around. After the Trump regime is over, a lot of those organizations are going to suffer some blowback. And, I've mentioned in my other stream how I felt. One second. Something I was going to say and it escaped me. But organizations like the Heritage Foundation, Fox News, and stuff like that, they're going to have another look. Okay? Because these people are the cause of what's happening today. And Americans are not going to just sit by and take it. Watch what's coming. And Fox News, because they've been lying. Yeah. Watch that space. Okay. Hi, Imani Felder. Let's see. Betsy Ryan says, will I retire and move on 2026? Yeah, I feel you will retire. Okay. I don't know if you're going to make the move in the same year, but I feel like saying, yeah, you will retire. You will be able to make the move. Prayer Warrior says, Milo, do you see me getting good news on April 28th? Oh, I wish I was that good. Oh my God, tell you if you receive good news in 2028. I mean, not 2028, April 28th. That's so specific when it comes to date. Well, I can't speak for the psychics. Even astrology, every once in a while, somebody, is able to pinpoint date right on the button. It's very difficult, to do. I am afraid to tell somebody, something is going to happen in this date. And then, and then it doesn't happen because there is no such thing as time on the other side. No way I'm going to get that arrogant with this. But I'm not feeling anything bad coming your way, Prayer Warrior. So you're going to be all right. Hi, Julian. Julian Wilson says, Anonymous said by summer it will probably be a good idea to have enough money at hand outside of your bank to survive for an extended period. Have your travel documents, know your nearest border crossings? You mean the hacking group, Anonymous? I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, it's because of the financial situation that Trump and Elon and Vance are trying to create in this country. The recession is going to hit, it may go out of control. I am not seeing it getting that bad, but it's going to be challenging for some of us. I'll count myself in it. Okay. If you're a retiree, you don't have $1 million saved, or even a few $100,000 saved, we have trouble. Okay. Because we know when a recession starts, we don't know when it's going to end. You know what I mean? So that I can say we have a problem. We may have a problem. We may. I'm not saying we're definitely going to have a problem. We may have a problem because Trump is not focusing on what he should focus on. He's focusing on helping Putin and destroy our government, our country, our economy. So, and also building a golden tower inside the White House. Anything else is secondary to him. He doesn't care. So in that situation, yes, we should see if we can have some, liquid cash, some cash saved. But the only thing I can think of, Julian, is if not, well, given what Trump is doing, if they can access our atomic weapons or be able to detonate some of the weapons that we have in place, I doubt it. Okay. They can play around with our grids. Okay. If they could. There are a number of things they can do, but I'm not seeing anything that they can do that bad that's going to, no. I'm not getting this. If I see it right now, maybe I don't have enough time, but I'm not feeling that's true. They're just trying to scare some people. Temberry is asking Milu, I'm traveling to Africa. Do you see anything? I mean, if it was going to go well, I feel like saying yes. It'll be fun. So enjoy. Okay. Fallon says, I heard there is a huge arms dealer, security business that has a huge private army. Not sure if it's BlackRock or something else. Any info? Are you probably talking about Prince? I mean, if you're talking in this country, that the person is Prince. Yeah, I was concerned about that too. But if Prince people or BlackRock, I don't know who owns BlackRock, I've heard the name before. You see, people, our active military and vets, okay, they all have families and relatives they love and who love them. If you think any of those, if Trump uses any of those security people to start anything in this country, forget it. It's not going to work. First of all, we have, citizens in this country that no place else on earth, they have a country where people are so well armed. That's number one. Number two, active military will have something to say about that. And we have other agencies, okay, Yes, I said about that too. Who said that? Fallon. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna go too far, very far. Rosetta Kincaid says, Emilio, my cat Bella has been crying. Oh my God, lately. She in pain. There's some kind of discomfort. Rosetta, can you please call me? Okay, the minute I read your stuff, do you know how old is your cat? Because I'm feeling back. Was she very active? Did she hurt herself somehow? Please call me. Okay. Let's see. Hi, this is Milo.
Hi, Millie. This is Rosetta Kincaid calling.
Yes. How old is your cat? Why am I feeling her back? Did she hurt her back at some point?
She's quite old, Millie. She's 17, almost 18.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, and I think she may have arthritis because sometimes she sits,
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, the best thing the vets, they will give her, anti-inflammatory stuff to help. But if she's in pain. Okay,
Yeah,
the vets will tell you. Yeah, the vets will tell you best because they can take X-rays, whatever. But 17, 18, all of us, in our 90s, we start hurting too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
That's true.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah,
take her to the vet. You're very welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Man. Shell 522 says, Milu, I dreamt about you a couple of times. You told me not to call you on the phone number I called you on. I can't remember the rest. Oh, I told you that in the dream? Oh my God. Sorry to hear that. It probably has to do with, because dreams are symbolic. Okay. It may have to do with something else, somebody else. The person come on my liking. You know what I mean? But it's not me. Thank God. I wouldn't say that. Okay. Oh my God. Time flew by. Patsy 1951 says people need to know that Medicaid, Social Security budget cuts will start in October. Patsy 1951, I don't think they're going to follow through with that. Yes, I agree with you. You're right. It's, the Republicans are, they'll do anything and everything to give their wealthy friends, donors, tax breaks, and they get a percentage of it. But, for some reason, if I'm not worried, don't worry. I'm not worried yet. That's why you don't see me hopping on Social Security stuff. Okay, so hang in there. I don't feel. Ropa says Eric Prince. Yes, Eric Prince. No, don't worry yet. But yes, you're right. They put Social Security, social, Medicare, Medicaid, everything is on the table when it comes to these people. Because Elon needs to, to do away with those things. That's the problem. But I got news for Elon. He hasn't seen anything yet. There's worse to come. Oh, D Spark says, Milo, do you see my landlord allowing me to get out of my lease by mid-April? I doubt it. Okay. The best thing to do, if you can get a doctor's notice, that's probably your best chance of getting out of the lease. But you go and ask because, unless you tell them you're going to get out in 6 months or whenever they find another tenant, and then you're probably going to raise your rent if you terminate your lease. That's what they do here. If you don't have a lease, oh my God, they probably double your rent. It's crazy. Okay, friends. The time flew by. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We will negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I will see you Monday. Till then, bye.